Hi everyone, Sherry here. Today I'm in our new RV. It is a 2024 Outdoors RV Titanium 280 kVS. Down the road I'm going to give you a tour of that, but today we're going to be doing an unboxing of this Frigidaire Ice Maker. Now, as you know, most RVs, the freezer is not all that big, and if you're going to go on extended trips, you're going to have that filled up. This is portable. It will work in the RV, and we can have our ice cubes whenever we want and not take up any space that is reserved for food. And we love our food. I will, in another video, actually make the ice cubes for you. But today, I'm just going to be doing the unboxing and go over everything about it. I did forget to mention that Dave bought this for me. So we have this unit here. It comes in one piece and it comes with a manual. Hopefully my other camera can see these controls. So it's easy to control, easy to read, easy to use. So what we have is the on-off button here. Select, that selects the small ice cubes or the large ice cubes. And that will light up, if you push this, it'll light up S for small, L for large. This ice bowl button will light up if your ice cube tray is at its capacity. And then also if you're running out of water, it will let you know that you need to add more water. Alright, so you want to make sure you put this on a level surface. Do not put it on your stovetop. Make sure you have 6 inches away from anything for the vents so it don't overheat. And it tells about the dangers, and it also tells you about how you clean it. So you just lift that up, and then it has a little scooper and a basket. And once that gets full, it will let you know that it's time to dump the ice before you can make any more. So this is the water reservoir, and you fill it up to the max is right here. Then you put your bucket down. The ice cubes are made here, and then they will fall into here. Once you fill your water up to the max line, put your basket in, as I said. Remove this. Put your lid down. Hit your button to on. Then select the ice cube size that you want, like we talked about, small or large. If the room temperature is less than 60 degrees, it suggests you make the small ice cubes. The ice making process for each batch lasts from 6 to 13 minutes to make the one batch. And that's depending on the selection of your ice cube size. If the water injector can't pump the water in to make the ice cubes, the add water button will light up, and then you need to push off and then remove the basket and fill your water back up. But before you start it, allow it to sit for 3 minutes so it's all settled down, and then push your on button so the ice can get started again. The ice maker stops when the basket gets full, and the light will come on that says ice full. You need to remove that and set it in the freezer in a container that you have, and then continue to make another batch. You can make 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. And that just means before it uses up all the water, because you have to remove the ice when it's full before you can make more. So it's not a continuous 26 pounds, but it's the amount of the water will make 26 pounds if you fill it up to the max line. And again, each batch will take 3 to 13 minutes depending on the size of the ice cubes. Change your water every 24 hours to ensure a reasonable hygiene level. You don't want stagnant water in there. You want fresh water so your ice cubes will taste good. If you're not going to use your machine every day, make sure you drain the water out Don't leave it sitting in there or it will grow bacteria. This also gives you a troubleshooting guide. And here's the top 5 troubleshooting problems. And it's just a quick guide. And like I said, we're going to be using this in the RV. We have 2 ways that we can use it. If you're not hooked up to shore power where you can just plug it in, which we plan on boondocking most of our time when we're out and about. I am so lucky it has a long cord, but I will show you one. You will be using a power bank that you plug into that's all charged up, and then it's got power in that power bank, and then it will run this. The other thing that we will probably use most of the time is an inverter. So here is the inverter. Panels, we have 1,000-watt solar panels on the top, which keeps the batteries charged. And this, we charge it off of the batteries, and we have to charge it every so often from the batteries to keep it running. This is the inverter, and you just hit the power button. Right now, hooked up to the microwave, hit that button, and then we can run the microwave. So that is the main way we'll be using that inverter to run the ice maker. So that's why I said that I'm glad it had a long cable. We can set this on the counter, run the cord down to the inverter, and make ice when we want to. And again, in another video, I will show you how this works. This is Sherry from Cooking with Sherry. Until next time. Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.